Hello.
Hello. Yes, I'm continuing questioning about these themes that's already been brought up. Um, and I'd like to focus on resistance
Hmm.
um, because my life right now is really challenging in many ways, and it's been so for some time now. And I experience you more hard times I have, uh, you you more resistance to do good
Yeah.
things that I need, like meditating,
Hmm.
taking care of myself, and things like that. And then I know that's the way I need to do. I need to be more kind to myself, and I have recently discovered that I have this very strong inner critic that also comments on my, you could say, failure to take care of myself and to do these things that I need to do.
Yeah.
And then I even have a bigger resistance, and I divert even more.
Yeah.
I get in this loop. I feel this pressure on me to do good stuff that I can't get myself to do because I feel rebellious towards
Yeah.
that part of myself just pointing the finger at me
Yeah.
all the time. And it's really interesting this you said, you started by saying it must be resolved in the body.
Yeah.
And I tried to, it's really time for me to do this now.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the time in my life I have to do this now.
Yeah.
So I know it, and I'd like to do it,
Yeah.
but the resistance is so big.
Yeah.
Even and EMDR, I've
Yeah.
done it before. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's the worst. And you say,
Yeah.
oh, you can do it in the morning, and
Nope.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
It,
So the first thing I want to tell you is that none of this is none of your fault.
no,
It's none of your fault. You are things are happening and your brain is giving you signals to negative thoughts. And negative thoughts and negative actions, they're neighbors in the brain, which means that you cannot have negative thoughts and do positive actions because they're not neighbors. That's a different part of the brain. The part of the brain that is neighbor and tied in with negative thoughts is negative actions. So the first thing I would like for you to do is have forgiveness towards yourself. When you have negative thoughts, you will have negative actions because those two are connected in your brain. It's a bit like when I say dum da 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 dum.
mm, mm,
Everybody finish that one. There's not many of you that don't go dum dum because we can't just have it hanging there. It's the same thing. When things are connected in the brain, they will be activated together. It's like um it's really snowy outside right now here in New York. It's snowy and it's white and it's cold, and I just get such an urge for hot chocolate. Now, there's no connection in the world between snow and hot chocolate, but in my body and in most of your bodies, there is. And it's that there are some things that we just need to acknowledge that these things, they are connected. What is it? What fire
It's
together,
all
wire
wired
together?
together. Yeah.
So what has been activated in the brain and in the body at the same time, they will be forever linked. There will be forever neighbors, which means that the first thing you can do is stop judging yourself. You know, when you have negative thoughts, negative actions will follow. Love that. Love that. That is how it is. That has been part of your survival. It is out of your reach to do yourself out of it. And if you, sorry,
Sorry.
that's so much hair. And if you do a positive action to get out of a negative situation, that means that that positive action is not pure. It's conditional. You know, you are having a warm bath, or you are doing EMDR, or whatever, doing something for yourself for something to happen. It's not pure, it's conditional. I would like for you to see if when you are in a situation of negative thoughts and negative habits, if you can have unconditional acceptance to what is arising right now.
Yeah.
So there is a negative thought and there's a negative action, and those two are connected. Let's say that there's a negative thought and then you smoke. I don't know if you're smoking. I'm just giving an example here. Instead of you saying, no, I have to stop smoking, I have to stop, it's unhealthy, now I'm stopping, I'm eating a carrot instead of smoking, and that's because I need to stop this, then all of that is conditional. And if you have had a childhood where love in your family was conditional, then that is what you're continuing. The only reason you make it conditional now is because you have a memory and a pattern in your entire meat suit about conditional things working. But at some point, it just doesn't work anymore. We need to. It doesn't. It doesn't work as a survival anymore when we are adults.
No.
So what you need to do is to have unconditional acceptance to it, which means you have a negative thought and you light up a cigarette. Instead of hating yourself for doing what you did, just have that, okay, right now, this situation was more than I could handle. I have unconditional acceptance for my action. I love myself. I would like for things to be different. It's not different right now.
Mm.
And
Yes.
when you then are doing, for example, EMDR, when you're okay, while I'm sitting here smoking, I'm just gonna circle my eyes while I think I am enough. And then you're circling your eyes while you think I am enough, and you will start to cry. Instead of creating a story about why you're crying, you just allow your body to sit and cry while you circle your eyes and you think I am enough. You can circle your eyes and think I love myself. And you might start to cry, or you get angry, or you yell, or you shake, or you react. Just allow that to arise. It's okay. And then you just keep circling your eyes while you think, I love myself.
Yeah.
The only thing you can do is give you boundless love. It's okay. Love yourself unconditionally.
Mm. And that's the hardest.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. But I've discovered that allowance and forgiveness, that's what works best.
Yes.
And
Exactly.
not judging.
No.
Okay, this was a wasted night at Netflix. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then tomorrow I do something different. Not
Yeah.
every,
Or maybe not.
or maybe
Or
not.
maybe not.
Yeah.
It's that having that completely okay. That was 5 hour well spent with what's it called? Game of Thrones. That was 5 hours well spent with that. Okay. I thought I was gonna go for a long walk and write the next bestseller, but here we go.
Mm.
And then just have love for that. It's okay. It's okay.
Yes, because
The,
what's
the
happened.
suffering is in the judgment.
Yes, but because if this if I really allow myself, then something else emerges after a
Yeah.
while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some sort of no, I don't feel like doing that anymore.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, it could be just a tiny, tiny little thing I like to
Yeah.
do more.
Yeah.
Uh,
Exactly. And when that happens, then you can do that. See? See? I knew that I would something else would emerge. I knew that need for going for a walk would emerge. And then you're doing a bit what we talked with Rich about, that you focus on what is actually giving you something positive right now
mm,
to shift that.
mm,
Because just like negative thoughts and negative habits are neighbors, positive thoughts and positive habits are neighbors as well.
mm,
So
yes.
it's just about when you change neighborhood, it will automatically, fire together.
Mm, yes. But it's kind of tough to realize when you, instead of projecting all this negativity on the outside,
Yeah,
Janice or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
it's kind of tough when
yeah,
you realize, oh, it's me.
yeah,
I'm not a very good friend to myself.
yeah,
Mm.
It's really,
yeah,
is it that bad? I mean,
yeah. But then can you acknowledge that and see that you are a bad friend to yourself without judging yourself of it? Can you see that this is just part of the causes and
yes.
conditions? You were never taught to be a loving, kind, compassionate friend toward
Mm,
yourself.
mm,
You didn't have a role model teaching you how to do it. You need to do that all on your own from
mm,
scratch. And
yes.
it's okay to have setbacks in it. It is a reprogramming that you're doing. And it is okay. You cannot learn something that you have never been taught how to do.
Mm,
You need to, you need to, we only, it's one of the things that I usually get me so unpopular when I say that, but you can only become mom and dad. You cannot become anything else because they are the ones you copied even before you had a conscious self.
mm,
You were walking and talking and eating and sleeping and treating your toys from birth until 3 years old, where you have no memories about it and there was no conscious self about it. It's not until after 3 years old that you actually know that there is a difference between me and them. Up until that point, you are mom and dad,
mm,
and that is what you have copied.
mm,
It's why if you and your mom are walking down the street, it's very easy to see on the way you walk that you actually relate it because it's a copy.
mm,
And you cannot judge yourself from anything that you copied before you were conscious about it. It was just part of your survival. And you walking and talking and treating the neighbors like mom did, that kept you in your pack,
mm,
which meant that it was safe for you, you would survive.
yeah.
We can only have compassion towards that.
Mm. And then this thought arises, who am I?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. Are you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still wondering. I don't know. I, I I don't know. I've come this far. I don't know.
The thing is that it's impossible to answer because there is no I anywhere. There is
Yeah,
causes and conditions that are constantly changing.
yeah,
And who you are today is not the same as you were yesterday. Who
no.
you are now is not the same as you were when you woke up.
Mm,
Who you were before you did the EMDR is not the same as the one after doing the EMDR. There is no, there's no specific, what do you call it, solid or stationary OSA anywhere.
yes.
It is constantly changing, just like the weather and your breath and all the cells in your body.
Mm,
There is no density anywhere that is a inchangeable OSA.
mm, yes, sure. And I'm chewing on that. And I've been all my life. I've been mirroring myself. What's it called? when you mirror
Yeah.
in other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reflecting yourself.
Yes, reflecting. So I mean, it's not a completely strange thought to think that there's nothing there
Yeah. Yeah.
in one way. Mm.
Yeah. Go on.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, and you do have those little moments of opportunity to come back to question that each time that there's like for instance, when you have that moment of judgment about spending 5 hours watching Netflix tonight, there's an idea that there is something here that knows that that is not good for you, but you don't know. There's this, you have no idea what is necessary for the system to reset, to relax, to come to relax the nervous system. Whether there's something that you're going to incidentally hear somebody say on that TV show that's going to spark this whole new line. You're not watching it for that purpose, but we don't know. And so it's that humility that like to go, hold on a second. As soon as I'm judging myself for doing something, I have no idea what the
Mm,
outcomes of this are going to be. And you can look like take a moment to actually inquire into what is it that feels like it knows that this thing is good or bad,
mm,
and that there is some reason to do this one and a reason not to do that one. And that can be a nice inroad into that am I question, like because that's part of it. That part of it is that feeling that I know what's best. I know what I should be doing. Or when you're waking up thinking, I know I should be doing EMDR, but I just can't be bothered. Or I should be, meditating, but I just don't have the urge. What is that feeling of knowing that you should be doing something for some benefit? Where is that pointing back to? What is the one that is going to get some improvement, you think, by doing this particular action? And that can be a whole trap door into, a labyrinth of opening, just going down that road.
And I also just want to emphasize, because it's a really, really good point, that by not knowing, you're actually um what I normally suggest when we change our perception of ourselves, it's not to to do the opposite. Like you say, that I have always reflected myself in others, and what I saw in a reflection of that is what I took for myself to be. To stop reflecting yourself is not the solution, because it has the same starting point.
Yeah.
What Todd talks about, that is a 45-degree to the left. You have no idea what is going to come out of being in that, not knowing. Okay, I have an idea that this thought that I have right now is a negative thought. This will be a downward spiral. You don't know what is at the end of that downward spiral. There might be a mental trampoline that is like bouncing you back up and seeing things from a completely different angle. You don't know what has happened today that is making you so exhausted that you just need to sit on Netflix for the entire evening.
Yep.
We don't know what it is, but having that unconditional acceptance and unconditional love to whatever is arising right now, that is the healing ground. That is where it absolutely changed. And who you are is no longer something you are reflecting of or not reflecting of. It's a completely different starting point that you are at, where what is happening here, I utterly love. No matter what is happening, I love that. I love that and I support that. I'm absolutely backing me in this experience, and I'm here for you. And then it's with unconditional love and compassion that you meet yourself.
Mm. Ah, that really sounds nice when you say it. No, but it shifts the perspective. That's interesting. Thank you very much.
You're
Oh,
so welcome.
it's great seeing you.
Yeah, yeah, good seeing you.